The White Castle from Devere Games. And this is the most important "the" in any board game title because White Castle is awful. The fast food restaurant White Castle is one of the grossest places I've ever been. And "the" is the only thing differentiating this from White Castle. If this was just called White Castle, I would literally not play it just out of protest because I hate White Castle that much. Okay, I can play it now. I would rather eat the cardboard out of this game than I would White Castle, all right? Have you ever had White Castle? Don't. Because if you have, it's the only time ever I've ordered a meal because I was like, I wonder what this is all about. They made movies about this. And the meat was gray and I couldn't finish eating it. The meat was gray. Why? Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to eat this meatball over White Castle. So, a lot of fun. Different types of meatballs in this game, for sure. This has just gotten me heated about the White Castle restaurant. Ooh, I like that color. You don't see that one very often. I got to build something in the game. I love Devere's games that come in this size box, like the Red Cathedral. They pack so much strategy into a game in a fairly small box, and they're great. I love Devere games. I love a lot of the stuff they are doing, and so thank you for putting "the" in the title so I can play this one, Devere. Senjutsu, Battle for Japan from Lucky Duck Games. This is a game about feudal Japan. You are playing as samurais fighting each other and trying to, win the game and get control of this area. And one of the cool things about it is there's a lot of asymmetry to the different samurais in the game, and so there's a lot to explore there and stuff like that. And samurai stuff is great. I just can't look at this cover, this thing, without just making sword sounds, shing, whooshing, shing. That's in my head the whole time. And look at all these awesome miniatures. Yes, you want to be a samurai miniature? Oh man, that looks dope right there. Oh, there's a lot of different cool ones in here. Ah! This guy's going for the glory, Ah! Man, there's all this stuff. And, in a less exciting miniature, we've got wheat. This guy's like, would you like me to cut your crops for you? They look like they're getting pretty tall. We can't see over the wheat. It's hard to battle when you can't see over the year's supply of wheat. And then these guys are like, we can build a trebuchet. No, that cart's on fire. I thought it was like a lot of flammable stuff in the world of Senjutsu. This guy's like, we gotta get to safety. Everything's on fire. But awesome, cool miniatures, and I'm excited to play this game. Guess what letter this is. I dare you. I dare you to guess what letter that is. Is it an O? No, it's not. Is it an @ symbol? No, it's not. That is the letter E right there. Yeah, they have this great, amazing cover. I love this cover. And then they put in this dumb letter right here to confuse everybody. The game is called Eila and something shiny. Oh, I-L-A. Oh, that's Eila right there. That's probably what it is. This is just a fun, thematic symbol right there. No. That's not how you spell Eila. You spell Eila E-I-L-A. What? Why did you do this, North Star Games? Why did you do this to me? I think it's very funny, but also I'm very excited to play this game because this is a sort of choose-your-own-adventure narrative style game, and it's a solo game, but also can be played cooperatively. You're just making decisions with another person, but I love a game that has some storytelling in it. This happens over 5 chapters, and one thing to note, this is very sort of kid-like, right here, but there are some, more adult themes in this game. So do you want to play it with your 7-year-old? Even though there's a cute bunny for 7-year-olds, maybe not, It's up to you, but yeah, you're just revealing the story over 7 chapters, and you can even play it again because you can make different choices on what you're doing, all these different chapters and envelopes and all this stuff. There's a lot of content in here, a lot of story. in this game. Yes, excited, except for that E. Oh my God, this is a gorgeous cover. You're a photographer and you're taking pictures of nature, and nature is coming out of the camera lens. We have some creative people in board games, I'll tell you. This is from Sit Down Games in association with Flat River Group. And Sit Down does some really, really unique, interesting games. You know, they take some big swings, and sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. But I always, you know, I play so many games that I'm always interested in trying something that's different, that's unique. And so, you know, Sit Down Games always does it. In the game, you are like trying to take photos of different nature around here, and look at these. It's like you have to estimate using these like little, I don't know what you call them, these little pieces, then there's different shaped ones in here, like, oh, look at that, and oh, there's another one, and hey, here's some, and it's all this, like, you're estimating how far away this stuff is, and if you're gonna capture it with your camera, and I'm like into that theme, even though my dad was a nature photographer when I was growing up. My dad was a professional photographer, and he had his stuff in magazines and things like that, and I hated it. I hated it when I was a kid because no matter where we were going, where we were driving, my dad would be like, oh, we gotta stop. The light is great right now, and I need to take a picture of these flowers on the side of the road. And as a kid, I was always like, can we just get there? Can we please just get there? Why you gotta stop and take pictures all the time? So this is maybe a game I need to play with my dad. The perfect wave, brah. It's getting nar out there. Double overheads. Gotta push out and man up. That's the theme of this game, and also the theme of the city where I live in, Los Angeles. No, I mean, not everybody talks like that, but believe me, there are people that do. Nar, you know what nar is? Gnarly. That's a thing I learned from my childhood. This is a game about, you know, going out and getting waves, but you have to play cards in sequence because everybody knows that's how you catch a wave. Is you gotta do it in ascending order. Well, I can't jump to a level 3 wave. I haven't done a level 2 wave yet. That's every surfer scores the waves. They look on the beach and they go, man, today's a real level 5 day. That is not true at all. Don't come to California and do that or people will laugh at you. All right? People are like, what are you talking about? I own a surfboard. Do I know how to surf? Nope. I just have it to look cool. Halloween. A Michael Myers game. You ever think how hard it was for Austin Powers Mike Myers when he was a kid growing up, where everybody was like, oh no, don't hurt me. And he's like, no, I'm not the guy from the movie. I'm just a kid. It's okay. We just happen to have the same name. Boy, I bet he got teased a lot about that when he was a little kid, and I'm sure he was frustrated by it. This is a hidden movement game, and it is a one versus many game from Trick or Treat Studios. So one player plays as Michael Myers, and they are moving around the board trying to attack everybody else, and then everybody else plays as like survivors trying to survive Michael Myers. And one of the cool things, one of the things I like about the game, at least the idea of the game, is that you don't know where Michael Myers is until he is in your line of sight. So when you can see him, boom, he appears, and now you know where he is and stuff. And that's just like a cool way to do hidden movement. Ooh, look at those. There's knives. There's a bunch of stabby dice. Stabby dice. Ooh, that's very thematic to Halloween season.